If Donald Trump is the spark, Me Too is the fuel in some midterm campaigns. Miami, Florida Congressional District 27. A closely watched seat up for grabs.
Hello.
Mary Barzee Flores, lifelong Floridian, former judge and public defender, now first-time candidate entering a crowded Democratic primary.
The shock of this man becoming president, it's shaken us as women. And I think that was something that made me want to come forward and talk about this.
In her first campaign ad, a page taken from a painful past.
I've dealt with handsy customers, with harassment, and even assault from a boss.
She was 17, working at a local Pizza Hut.
One night, he followed me into the walk-in cooler, and he shut the door behind him and backed me into shelving. And he lunged at me, and he groped me, and I was terrified. I didn't tell anyone, afraid that I wouldn't be believed.
2018 is a new era.
He grabbed me. He groped me.
A Me Too story resonating in this auditorium. 1,400 miles away in Detroit, Michigan.
Who's ready to turn this state blue again?
Democrat Dana Nessel, Michigan Attorney General candidate, making Me Too the centerpiece of her campaign. Bluntly.
Who can you trust most not to show you their penis in a professional setting? Is it the candidate who doesn't have a penis? I'd say so.
I knew it would capture people's interest and their attention. I didn't think I'd end up being on late night TV.
Just because I said penis. Why would this moment right now have such an impact on politicians, especially women running for office?
They know that part of ensuring that sexual harassment does not take place at these highest levels of government is by making certain that we have more women there.
Me Too, mobilizing women seeking office. In Ohio, Rachel Crooks, who accused Trump of this.
I was forcibly kissed by Mr. Trump during our first introduction.
Now registered to run as a Democrat for state representative. Illinois, Sol Flores, first-time congressional candidate, the Democrat sharing her story of sexual abuse.
And I didn't tell anyone that a man living with us would come into my bedroom when I was asleep and lift my nightgown.
Political history has seen this before. 1992, a record year for women elected to Congress.
I do.
Thanks.
Sparked by Anita Hill's testimony, accusing Supreme Court nominee Clarence Thomas of sexual harassment.
The visual that people saw was a black woman sitting alone at a table in front of a panel of 20 white older men. Many women saw that as a clear representation of their underrepresentation in Congress.
Un cafecito, por favor.
In 2018, Barzee Flores braces for a challenging contest. This time, it's about more than just her.
What is it like to return here to this very place now as a candidate for Congress?
I like to look at this and think about how far I've come and how important it is to fight for women who, like that 17-year-old kid in the walk-in cooler, need to be fought for. And I think it gives me purpose.